All right, we're here. Hang in there. I'm going. Gosh, everybody's yelling at me. What's up, guys? Welcome in. Happy Tuesday, not Monday. I do apologize. I skipped a day, but we're here. Sophia, Jason, D Brown, Ian H, Hoonigan, Keith. There's Faber with over a year, man. Yeah, over a year. You got the diamond looking all shiny up in here. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Bleed Keith. Yeah, it is a little bit of Keith. It's a lot of me, too. A lot of me. I could have checked on him earlier, but that's all right. How's Jason doing today? How's everybody doing? I'll let everybody get on in here, pile on in. Johnny Popper, how you doing, man? What is up, guys? Pile on in. Another day, another dollar. Yep, I know that feeling. I know that feeling. Texas is a good state. I don't know. I'm not from Texas. Not sure. I do like a lot of their laws. I'll be real honest with you. A lot of their laws are really appealing to me. Yeah, anyway, how's everybody doing? How are we looking? Another day, another broken John Deere. Yeah, you could say that. You could make that that claim. How is Faber doing, man? How's Faber these days? Farmson Freak, man, welcome in. How you doing, buddy? Logan, how you doing, man? Just giving everybody a second to pile on in here. I see 13 people watching, 11 likes. We're off to a great start, man. Let's fire it up. Let me hop in game and let me show you what's going on. What would game share? We do monitor share. I always do monitor. Let's do this. Shell and corner tonight. That's cool. Broke 8370 axle today. Well, I got a very broken axle. A very broken thing. Missing the morning streams. Oh man, I apologize. I know it sucks that we can't do those anymore. I really wish we could, but yeah, it's an unfortunate casualty, I would say. Yeah, we got some weird stuff going on. All right, some very weird stuff. Believe it, I love it. It's very interesting. I'll say that. It's very interesting. I'll say that. There's definitely no lack of interesting things going on. I don't know why the front wheels are up off the ground. I don't know where the front tires are, to be honest with you. I don't know why they're not showing up. I'm really not sure. I could walk right through it, which I knew that was going to happen because there's no collisions, right? I literally just walk right through it. I can't get in. I could get in before. I can't get in now. So I don't know what's up with that. It's very interesting. There's some weird visual stuff going on too. I could probably work my way around to try to fix. Maybe a missing face or two here or there. Some little stuff I could try to figure out, but today Keith is gonna fix it. And while Keith fixes it, I'm gonna work on some other parts for it. Try to get these ready to go. Try to get the UV done on them. Try to get everything ready to go so we can import them into GE. Like the ROPS roof here, this is going to be an option for it. We know that the this stuff is an option, right? So we can go ahead and try to get some of this stuff done. That's probably the best thing for us to do. Key stream now, right? Basically. We do have a grill guard we can go ahead and get exported. This is all going to be options for the tractor, right? So you'll have the option between you can have a grill guard if you're going to do a loader. If you opt for the grill guard, it'll go ahead and put the we'll probably set it so it adds the 3-point or the loader attachment stuff. If you go with the front weights, you can't do the loader attacher, right? So we'll go ahead and get some of this stuff ported over, ready to go into GE. But there is a couple things we need to adjust first, right? So for starters, we need to add some cylinder length here to be able to actually use this stuff. That's going to be kind of key. Let's go ahead and start on some of that stuff, and then we'll go ahead and get it UV'd. I gave up, switch to farm all hitch it 2 Here you go. Yeah. Yeah, we can get all the 3-point stuff done. This should all be really easy, to be honest with you. Like, there shouldn't be much here that's a challenge. It should be pretty straightforward, pretty self-explanatory. Just go ahead and wiggle some stuff around, more or less. Just kind of adding some length to everything. Yeah. So those should be good, and these should be good. This guy should be good. Ooh, I do see an issue here. Let's go ahead and I think we can just drag it over and down to adjust that. Shouldn't be a big deal. Amber alert. Uh-oh. That's not good. I think I can probably just move this pin back in here. Yeah, I don't think it'll hurt anything too bad. Should be okay. Let me go ahead and throw the tractor back in just so I can confirm that. Yeah, not that big a deal. Doesn't affect much. These pins here, I think those are going to end up actually part of the tractor, but we'll see how that plays out. Yeah, these pins are separate from all of these pins. I do think I need to separate the bottoms of these pins. Let's go ahead and do that. Just like that. I think I've got everything. Besides maybe the exact center point, yeah. For a little bit hard to do. Nah, it's not too bad. Hey Paul, how you doing, man? We're just gonna hit Control J. No, P selection. Duh. So that's separate from that. And that should be true for both, I think. No, I forgot to separate these pieces. That's okay. Not hard to fix. P. Grab this, Control J. Yep, that's all reattached. Okay, so now we just need to go in and double check ourselves, basically, right? So what we need to see is that all of the faces are facing the right direction. Do a face orientation check. That is a go. There's probably some missing faces up in here. Yeah, I do see a couple on the front loader. We can check all those later. That's not a big deal. Real quick, just because I think I seen it on the tractor. I'm not sure where I might have missed something. Yeah, it does look like there might be a few missing faces there. I'll hide the loader. Hide the grill guard. Yep. See that like little red spot right there? That's a piece I'll have to fix and re-export later. It's not a big deal. It's just an annoying issue I'll have to come back for. Hey, Wes. Mullet Man, how you doing, man? Yeah, not a big deal. Just something I got to come back for later. We'll leave that as it is. That's why it's really important to like double, triple check all of this stuff. And you could see some missing there. I can't tell if that's a missing face, I would assume. It does look like it. Yeah, so if we go ahead and select, I need to get even closer to it. Yeah, definitely some weirdness going on there. Let me go ahead and turn off. Yeah, see how it's just like completely missing the face. Go ahead and put a face there. Deselect these. Put a face there. These two, select these two. So it's just going around fixing some of these weird little ticky-tack bugs, right? I guess is what you'd call them. There's a few random ones kind of lurking around. What to take care of. Go ahead and do... between here and here, what I need to do is I need to subdivide. Yeah. I know this is so tiny, you probably can barely see what I'm doing right now. I do apologize for that. Give me 2 seconds here and I'll be done with this. Just some really tiny detail work there. And yeah, that looks a lot better. A little more power lifting. What do you mean by that? You mean power for lifting or power? What do you mean? Right now, it sounds like the TK4 methane tractor, which isn't permanent, but it's kind of a fun thing. It's using the New Holland TK4 sounds right this second. It's subject to change. Oh, for the front loader. Yeah, I get what you mean. Okay, so let's go ahead and take care of this rear 3-point. Get all this stuff done. We need to try to identify all this stuff. Rear 3-point. Connecting pins. Okay, and then we're gonna have here 3-point metals top. Yeah, it does right now, doesn't it? 3-point. All this is just to make things easier for myself whenever I get it exported over to GE. Having everything kind of labeled kind of nicely. Rear 3-point. Hitch. Actually, let's call this rear 3-point trailer hitch. Connecting pins. These are going to be, we're going to call these the mid-cylinder pins. Rear 3-point. Mid-cylinder. Cylinder pins. We're going to call these mid-cylinder rods. Just trying to be somewhat technical with all these names, so it's easier to go back in and rear 3-point, mid cylinder. Headset's beeping at me. Snowblower. Hopefully we can get you some get you a snowblower eventually. I don't think we have one right this minute in process. Let me put it that way. Mid-cylinder rods. We call these mid-cylinder rams. Rear. So the tractor needs some fixes. Basically, Keith has it right now, and he's working his magic. So we're working on getting some stuff ready for it. Rear 3-point, mid-cylinder rams. Yeah, mid-cylinder pins, mid-cylinder rams, and mid-cylinder rods. Yeah, we'll see how we go, Mr. Biggs, on the snowblower. Hopefully we can do something there. We might have to separate a couple of these. I'm trying to think of which ones though. I think we have to separate them all, to be honest with you. We'll come back for these guys. These are going to be our rear cylinder. Rear score 3-point. Rams. Rear rams. Rear cylinder rams. These are going to be rear score 3-point. Rear cylinder rods. Why a snowblower talk spring is here? We need a boat. Good luck with that. Good luck with a boat. Oh, what to tell you there. Let's get this done first, and then we'll talk about any sort of future projects. We got plenty of stuff coming for this, so I got to get this done. Rear 3-point. No, I probably should actually just go ahead and get rid of this first underscore on all of these. That'd probably save me a lot of time. Uh-oh, what's going on? Mr. Biggs Official just subscribe. I appreciate it, man. Glad that I could keep you entertained, man. Rear. Do apologize. I am totally in the zone right this second. Okay. Rear 3-point. Top cylinder ram. And then we have this one. So rear 3-point, top cylinder rod. Call it same entertainment. Yeah. I wish I had free coffee to give you guys. Gotta do something to keep you guys awake. Yes, it will be strong enough to pick up a round, Bill. It should be anyway. You might need a rear weight for it, but you should definitely be able to do that. And I'm also realizing, too, it might not be a bad idea to do. What is the hold up there? Why is that deforming with that? Interesting. What's your deal? If I separate you. Huh. Cool. Well, we worked that out. It's kind of weird. We'll reattach it to the rest of the group here in just a second, but this is the kind of thing you have to try to weed out before you get too into it with it. There's some other weirdness going on here. I don't really know why that is. Really just want to move this single vertice anyway, what I'm trying to say. Nice to get a boat on console. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I do. But I can just about tell you for sure Giants is not going to accept that. And that's why nobody else has done it. It would be great, but yeah. That seems better. I don't know what's up with that one vertice, and I'm just gonna ignore that it exists, to be honest. Cylinder rod. Cool. Reasons to get a PC. Yes, although I will warn you, most of the boats for PC are pretty terrible too. This guy here needs to be its own separate group. So let's start with that. This is going to be rear 3-point hitch pin. What do we call this? We called that Al. Just call it. I guess trailer does make the most sense because it is all trailer hitch pin. Trailer hitch pin. Okay. Let me rename this group real quick just because this will make my life easier. Rear 3-point underscore. And then whatever it's for. Mid-cylinder pin. It's actually called this mid-cylinder rod pin. Rod pin. And then we can go ahead and do this one. Mid-cylinder ram pin. Oop, I accidentally put a period in there. Cylinder ram pin, mid-cylinder rod pin. Okay, and then we got, let's go ahead and do these ones. This one's going to be rear cylinder ram pin. And then we have rear 3-point rear cylinder rod pin. Separate. This one's basically left on its own. So this is going to be rear 3-point top cylinder. Rod. No, it's RAM. Ramrod. Eventually you remember all this stuff. All right, that is done. Now we can just UV everything, which should be pretty easy. Let's just break it down into, we'll start with the chrome pieces and work our way back. So we hit tab, hit A, the UV, Smart UV project, okay. Hit A, UV, Smart UV project, okay. UV, Smart UV project, okay. A, UV, Smart UV project, okay. A, UV, Smart UV project, okay. UV, Smart UV project, okay. A lot of rinse and repeat, right? UV project. Smart UV project, okay. Kind of a combination of all of them, to be honest with you. I would say 2013 is probably the biggest basis for it. A 2013 model. It's about the closest one. They're all about the same. They're really not that much different. Some minor tweaks between the year models. All right. And we forgot to change the name of this one. Wouldn't be me if we didn't. So rear 3-point. Score. Lower. We'll call it frame. Lower. I'm actually going to call this frame upper. All right. Cool. What you mean? Decided to make 1025. I was really just wanting a small tractor this size, and this one kind of stumbled into my lap. Just needed a lot of work done, so we kind of ran with it. It's been fun so far. Just a quick double check, and I'm glad I double checked. Throw the tractor back in. Maybe that'll make it easier to see exactly. Do that lower Z. Yep. Okay. Go over to this one. Got it. Yep. Okay. Hide the rest of the tractor. Go ahead and Smart UV project that again. That way there's no issues. DJ modding? DJ Goham. He's talked about me multiple times. I'm good buddies with DJ. Yes, I pretty much slowed down on posting updates on the tractor on Facebook, which is where DJ grabs his info from. And have been just trying to make a lot of progress lately. That's mostly why. If I was to go post a Facebook update on where we are today, I guarantee he would post it tomorrow. But I'm trying to stay off the news. It just means more people in here telling me, you know, make this, make that. Until we make some more progress, I'm not really open for right this second. If that makes sense. Okay. So UV, let's do it. Let's start on Let's go for, we need to hide a lot of this crap because I don't need a lot of this crap. Don't need ROPS, don't need cab. Don't need the loader forks. We can hide a lot of this. Go ahead and hide ROPS roof for now. ESOM, I appreciate it, man. Get to it. Need something to talk about. See, I really want to. I want this thing at least driving before I post another update. Let me put it that way. Once I got it driving and some of the bugs like worked out at least a little bit, let's get the wheels working. Let's make it so you can enter it. Let's make it drivable, and then we'll go from there. Okay, that would make me feel a whole lot better, to be honest with you. All right. So here we are, UV, all that looks pretty okay. This is just painted metal, so not a big deal. Not much there. Connecting pins, this is chrome. I need to pull up my sheet from Mantrid. Mantrid.com, Asset Gallery. Painted metal. I need to see the damn chart. Give me 2 seconds here to open this up. Open image in a new tab. Way too big for me to actually see what's going on. Come on, you said it would be easy. Yeah, I really wish it would have been. Like I said, I'm like purposefully not talking to DJ right now, so that way I don't have to tell him what's going on with this thing. Because then I get 50 people in chat freaking asking me, "Ooh, can I add this? Can I add that?" Add a 3-point to 18 does not show up in game. Yeah, that's because that 3-point's very, very broken. I had a lot of this model is very, very similar to that model, except for the person that made that model really screwed up. Let me put it that way. And I have gone through and reworked like 95% of it at this point. It's not even the same tracker anymore. This one's there's a lot of stuff that's very similar between the two. I ain't gonna bullshit you, but this one is it's been reworked at the very least, to say the least. DJ's Club, how you doing, man? I totally forgot to mark this as Chrome. Chrome. Yep, that's cool. Painted metal, that's cool. This one's Chrome. We go. Chrome. A. Right to, there we go. Painted metal. This is Chrome. No. Undo what I just did. I did not smart UV project these for some reason. Okay, let's go back into layout, tab, smart UV project, hit OK. Now go back into UV editing and see there. Okay, so Chrome, and then move it to the right. Yep. Cylinder rods. These don't look right. Let me go double check them. Okay. See, they look very different now. We got to double check this stuff because otherwise you will very quickly mess things up. Chrome. Yep. Happy. That should be right. Let me just go double check though, because I'm paranoid. UV edit. Yeah, I was right. Okay. There you go. Chrome. Right to, there we go. Cylinder rods. This is rear cylinder rods. Yep, got it. Okay. These guys are in the right spot. Just double check. Rams. Painted metal. Yep, cool. Cylinder pins. These are chrome again. Okay. Chrome. Top cylinder ram is not looking right. We'll double check. UV, smart UV project. Okay, go back. Yep, stayed the same. Okay, so painted metal should be fine. Chrome. So it's a whole lot of just double checking yourself more than anything, if I'm being honest here. There's really not much to this. Seems real kind of complicated, but it's really not, I promise. I do see something I don't like. There we go. And then you need to double check smart UV project. Okay, back to UV. Chrome. Right to. Okay. Trailer hitch. This should just be painted metal. No, something's up with that. So go back into layout again. UV, smart UV project. Okay. Just double check. There's no hurt in doing it twice, right? So if you have to hit smart UV project twice, there's really nothing wrong with that. Not gonna hurt you. So if you feel like you screwed up, hit it again. There you go. That is that. I3D map. FS22. You pretty much did in 19, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I never really modded for 19, so I'm not sure, but as far as I knew, you had to. Control A. Apply rotation and scale. And then file, export, I3D. We're going to call this call it DEERE 10XX rear hitch V1, because if I screwed it up, then I can do a V2. All right, Faber, take it easy, man. Country Life. What was your name before? I think I recognize a profile picture, but I just need to double check. Otherwise, I'll have it screwed up. I think we are good. Let me go open. Oh, Country Boy. Okay. Gotcha. Mods. Please don't be massive. Like, just please, fingers crossed, work for me so I can make this easy. Please. I really would appreciate it. All right. Create a transform group, and then we're going to go ahead and file, report, my 22 mods, go find rear hitch V1, and we have to figure that out. No, it's there. It's just inside the tractor. Okay. That is cool. Not everything is, though. Okay. I see. Yeah. Okay. Let me zero all this stuff out. This is the problem I've had with basically every part so far. And then we'll probably have to go ahead and set these to, I think I did 0.001 scale. And I'll just copy that. And paste. And paste. There you go. You got it somewhat realistic. And then we have this one. We're going to do the same thing. Paste. 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 All right, now the annoying part is that we have to still tweak everything. It's still not right. And then we also have the hitch part. Close am I to getting done with the mod? I mean, it's very broken, hence the title of the stream. So I don't know. It's in game and it exists. That's what I know so far. Unfortunately, that's the extent of it. Maybe rotate Y180. That's a must. So you can also see that, like, literally every single part here I have to fight with to get it to work, right? So that's a whole nother part, you know. There's a lot to it. It's gonna be a bit, at least. This into there. So now this is a separate transform group from that, right? So we can go ahead and scale it a little bit. Probably have to re-zero everything out, but just getting the scale somewhat right, or at least workable. No stream yesterday because I was trying to make the thing work. I don't know if you guys are on Discord, but like I anytime I'm not gonna be streaming, I post it on Discord. I do make a very conscious effort to at least do that. Yeah, yesterday just wasn't a good day for it. I needed to get at least some progress done on this thing for it was even worth talking about it, right? So, where is my thingy for this guy? These guys are acting like they are locked in position for some reason. Okay, interesting. Yeah, nobody said that. So the top one needs to be just a little bit behind the front one. I don't know why I can't move this. Binary, triangle sets, UV's out of range, -8. Oh, I know why. I know why. Okay. Yeah, none of this is gonna work. I need to delete both of these. I need to go fix the materials. Apparently I didn't do that. Well, metal black is right. Chrome is fine. What is it yelling about then? Why is this showing up? Track brand. No, I was just trying to get everything to work in game, right? So like, there wasn't much point in showing you and sitting here for 2 hours not knowing how to fix something. I didn't want you guys to have to stare at me try to figure something out, because I didn't know what it was like, how to fix what I was trying to fix, if that makes sense. I don't know how to fix this either, to be honest with you. For some reason, it's part of a Vertex group that's not existing, and it doesn't know what to do about it. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know that it matters, at least not right now. So let me play with this some more. Why can I not move this stuff? Do I need to re-zero the transforms? Probably. Apply. These should be re-zeroed out. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff I just didn't know what to do with. That's all there was to it. I just wasn't sure what to make of it, more or less. Yes, now I can adjust this stuff. Cool. Don't need this one anymore, I guess. Throw all this stuff in there. Frame upper. Slide that forward at least a little. Maybe like that. I'm thinking. It's hard to judge because I need to line it up to the tractor, right? So let's start doing that. Those arms are going to hang out right outside of like that box there. So here, just move this whole group down. Start kind of trying to line everything up to the tractor. Obviously it's massive, so I'll go ahead and scale it down a little bit. I can't remember what I ended up having to set everything else to. I think I want to say it was like 0.785, maybe that was right. I feel like that's still too big. .45 maybe sounds right. I don't know. Adjustments after adjustments to try to get everything to line up. It takes time. No point in getting in a hurry. It's looking closer. Zero. That looks dead nuts center. How does that look in terms of scale? All right. I think the top arms are just about positioned where they need to be. Obviously, everything else needs to slide over a little bit, but that was what we were trying to do here, is get the top arms right. Maybe in a little further. The Boss Sauce engine. Oh, yeah. We'll hook her up. We'll make sure we got all the required power you could ever want. Right out there, I guess. Let's go for that. Hitch piece there. Get it lined up. Something like that. It's the alignment we're looking for, I think. It's so hard to see. I might have to hide the wheels. There we go. Well, they're not there. They are there. Be up a little bit. Oh yeah, we'll see. My plan was to throw a the John Deere 9RX biggest engine. So it'd be like the what would you call it? Call it. John Deere does the way they do their engine setups is. So you got the 9RX, right? So if you have the biggest engine is a 670 horsepower, they actually call it a 9620. So what I'll do is I'll call it the 10620. All right, it'll have a 670 horsepower. We'll do a real unrealistic like 10,000 horsepower engine too, but we'll make sure to give you a Titan version basically. But yeah, the plan is to go for the like a 9620 basically. I think that's about right on the rear 3-point hitch. It's hard to say. I'm just gonna have to bring in the pins now and see if it lines up. Engine is a Yanmar. Yes, that is correct. Yanmar engine. Most small tractors of this size are Yanmar, actually. Believe it or not. All right, smaller. 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 Definitely smaller. Feeling better. Oh. Down. Out. Now we're on to something there. It could be a nightmare lining everything up perfectly, of course, but we're getting closer. We try 0.600. I think we are much closer there. No. 6.2 maybe. 6-1. A lot of random tinkering, random adjustments. Try to get everything lined up. Okay, so 6-2. Man, that's so close. So close. I'm almost thinking about just bringing everything into line with that, because that's pretty damn good. It's like 0.615 maybe. 615. 615. Still a little wide. 6-1 the magic number. It might be. Shoot. Right. Oh, it's so hard to tell, man. I feel like that's about right. I might just adjust everything else to it. I think that's the key. I think we nailed it there. That feels right. Slide this guy back. So hard to see. I wish GE could, like, you could turn the brightness up or something. I do apologize for that. There's not much I can do about it, unfortunately. I feel like that's like dead nuts. We're so damn close, it's hard to tell. Yeah, man, it's like so hard to tell. I feel like it needs to be a hair wider. Hair narrower. Guy's such a pain. So I'm lined up there now. Now I'm not lined up there. So it's like, just got to tweak and work it till you get it exactly where you need it. That might be it there. Might hit a sweet spot. I think we did. I think I've got it. And then how do we look up under here? I feel like all of it needs to slide out a little bit. This whole transform group. And this whole transform group. How do we feel about that? Oh, 8, 6, 1. Yep. Dead friggin' nuts right there. At least it feels like it. I think that's as close as I'm going to get it. Maybe not. Maybe I could move. .002. Yeah. This is so difficult. Can't even lie. I'm going to go with that. If anything needs adjusted from there, just have to come back and adjust it. I think it's pretty freaking good. Probably about as good as it's going to get for now. Now, that being said, these two pieces, throw them into this transform group. Delete this one. And then we're going to go ahead and transform group. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to freeze transforms. Freeze transforms. Apply. 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 So just hit apply to the whole damn thing. That's pretty darn good. If you need to move anything from there, we can, but so now I should be able to just title this rear 3-point. And then I can just go ahead and file, export selection with files. We're just going to call it rear 3-point DEERE 10XX series S22. Save. Yes. Yes. Okay. And then that should have made a folder. With any luck, I can just grab it and send it straight to Keith. No, it did not make a folder, so we have to make a folder. This one and this one. Send to compresses it folder. And send this to Keith Bleeker. There you go, Keith. Try that out. Let me know if it works. I didn't do anything with it. It still needs albedos and all that stuff. That should be that. And then I'm going to go ahead and delete these two. Drop this over here just in case I need it for anything. All right. Cool. So that is one piece of the puzzle done. So Keith has he's working on some fixes and everything, so I'll leave this version alone. I'm not going to mess with any of that. With making it work. So next, we need to go back into here. Hide the tractor again. Hide the rear 3-point because that's done. Let's do, what's an easy one? Let's do, we don't have a lot of time left, so I'm just picking the easiest thing and we're going to throw it together. This guy. This should be basically really easy. So we have, let's go ahead and just, I don't know what the easiest way to do this would be. It'd probably be circle select everything, right? We're just going to separate these two materials, right? That's all there is to it. Come in here. Come in here. We have them all. And basically the way this is going to work is you're going to get all the weight or you're going to get none of the weight. So no real options there in between. These guys and get these guys. Let's go ahead. No, can't do that. Okay. Trying to unlink this cylinder crap because I don't really want this. I want this to be its own thing. Yeah, there we go. Should be able to delete that now. So now you have slice weights 1, slice weights 2. So we'll call this slice weights main. And then the other thing we need to do is go ahead and check the material groups. So don't need this anymore. This doesn't need this. So slice weights main. This is going to be slice weights I don't want to call them secondary. It's all the same. Okay, here. Smart UV project. Okay. UV, smart UV project. Okay. UV editing. Should be really easy. Painted metal. That was really hard. Same thing. Painted metal. Okay. Here and here. Go back to layout. Go ahead and hit Control A. Rotations and scale. Enter. File. Export. i3D. DEERE 10XX. Front. Slice. Weight. .i3D. Export it. Create transform group. File. Import. Slice weight. Hey, would you look at that? That worked really nice this time. Put these both into the transform group. Rotate Y 180. Nope, that was translate 180. That's why that didn't work. Go ahead and make that 0. Okay, and then actually might have gotten this first try. Should be dope as hell if I did. Took me a lot of time. I might even get something else done today. There you go, basically. Yep, that was nice. It never happens that easy. We got that right at 0, yeah. All right. This is gonna be flat. Slice weight And then we can go ahead and send this to Keith. File. Export selection of files. Call this DEERE 10XX front slice weight score FS 22. Yes. We are flying. We're getting some stuff done. I wasn't sure how much we'd get done today. By the way, we can go ahead and delete a lot of these. We can go ahead and send these two to a compressed folder. It's already named properly even. Send this to Keith. Delete both of these. All right, here we go. I feel pretty good about that. It's looking pretty good. Go ahead and deciding probably a bunch of stuff in here I can go ahead and start deleting like I don't need anymore, but I'm gonna leave it be for now. All right, back into Blender. Hide the rear weight. That's done. Okay, so we have the loader attacher stuff, we have the grill guard stuff, and we have the ROPS roof that we can do. That should be pretty easy. Okay, so let's just start here. Base mat, everything looks right. Let me double check my face orientation on everything real quick. Oh, see? That's how we check. I have to bring it back in. These two and these two need a face. Always double check your face orientation, because that'll be something that will come back to screw you every time. A lot of different angles to check from. Always make sure you check from all of them. It will come back to bite you. All right. A UV, smart UV project. Okay. Hit the bolts. Go ahead and call it grill guard. Grill guard. Bolts. Okay, super easy. There's literally nothing to this. You guys see it at this point. UV editing, hit A, hit paint and metal. Go to the grill guard bolts, hit chrome, hit A, drag them 2 spots to the right. Done. Go back into layout mode. Grab this whole thing. Control A. Rotation and scale. Ooh. Funny enough, it actually messed with everything. So face. We're gonna hit that. We're gonna hit what is it? I can't remember. It's mesh. Normals recalculate outside. There you go. See, that's why it's very important that you double check everything you do. Oh, it's very easy to miss stuff. Mesh, normals, recalculate outside. So now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna double check my UV project still stands. Yep. Okay. Let's just go ahead and double check that again. Rotation and scale. Yep. See, that's why you gotta double check this stuff. It's very easy to mess it up. Go ahead and do this, and then we'll hit File, Export, i3D. We're gonna call this DEERE 10XX Grill Guard i3D. Export. You can come into here. I'll go ahead and hide this. Control H. Create transform group. Call this grill guard. File, import. Grill guard. And it's massive. Okay. Not a big deal. Just set everything back to 0. Get as close as we can. Scale. Everything 0.001. Copy. Paste. Paste. Now the bolts are doing the same thing. Set these all to 0. Lord only knows where those are. Top of the fact they're tiny anyway. Paste. Paste. Please be visible. There you are. We just go ahead and line these guys back up to each other. Yeah, I think I've got them back in line with each other at least. Maybe some slight tweaks here or there could help. You go. Something like that. Okay, so now we just grab both, put them into the grill guard group, and now we can tweak the whole thing as a unit. So bring it up, bring it out. Go ahead and rotate the thing to be 180. Well, it's actually 0. And then start scaling it to make it work. This one should be pretty easy because it'll be the right width whenever it's scaled properly. Still broken, didn't miss much. Yeah, well, we're getting a lot of the other stuff in and working, so we're getting there. We're making good progress today. I can say that at least. Too hard to tell if there's much room left over. I think I got it there, roughly. Up a hair, maybe. Yeah, that's looking pretty much right, to be honest with you. I think I got that. Maybe drag it back a little bit further, but I think that's all lining up the way it should be. All right, so the grill guard, that should be good, I think. Let's go ahead and zero it out just to be safe. Well, at the same time, right now it is exactly with it. Oh, do I want to? Let me zero it and see if I like it. Freeze transforms. This one. Oh, I don't want that then. All right. That should be fine. Try that again. Yes, that's better. All right, and then we can go ahead and export selection. So we'll go with files. Again, DEERE. $10XX. Roll guard score FS22. Save. I actually don't need that. Yes. Okay. Farm build out for Iowa Plains. Like it. Yeah. There you go. And then we're gonna send these two to a compress folder. And would you look at that? That is 3 things done so far. So we've got the front slice weight, we've got the rear 3-point, and we've got the grill guard all exported. And into GE in a working sort of configuration. And then we can just add them in as we get other things working, right? So like once it could drive and everything, it might be a good time to go ahead and add that in, right? So I'm just gonna Control H for now. Front slice weight's there, grill guard's there. These are just different options, right? So, all right. Let's go ahead and need tracks. There will be tracks. We can do that. That's not a big deal. Well, I don't want to promise tracks. Let me rephrase that. Just because tracks are kind of, I've heard, a pain. All these faces look right. I can actually just go ahead and Smart UV project that. You go ahead and rename them. We'll just call this front loader attacher this. Yeah, but it is totally possible to do in game. It's really not too crazy. I mean, it is, but it's not. Loader attacher bolts. Let's just double check this UV. Smart UV project. Okay. The other thing we can do real quick is go ahead and apply our rotation scale. Yep, that's why. Mesh. Calculate outside on all of that. Yep. Okay. That's why you got to double check. Say it again. Very important. UV editing. Paint and metal. Nothing too out of the ordinary. And then the bolts. Go back to layout. UV, Smart UV project. Okay. Go UV editing. There we go. These guys are chrome. Right. Okay. That is that. So these guys should be ready to go. The front loader is a completely separate entity within GE. It'll be a completely separate part of the pack, so I don't actually have to do that today, I don't think. We can start separating some of this stuff though to make it ready to work. We can go ahead and file, export, i3D. We're gonna call this front loader attacher parts. Go ahead and add in the loader real quick. Because there is actually another way you could do this from what I've done so far. You could make these back parts separate, right? And actually, let's go ahead and just start separating stuff, just because this is going to be really the next big thing. Turn that off. We don't need that. Let's just start separating pieces and parts here. Yes, this is a part. And you could make this and this the same part. And then these pins would be installed to add the front loader. What I think the easiest way to do it is have this all be separate. Oh yeah, you can start rigging whenever you want, Keith. You're all good, man. You do it as you please. We are good to go. We're making tons of progress today. I am not worried about progress today. We're getting stuff done. It's for sure. I do see some inconsistencies here that I think I need to correct. This pin can be way more centered than it is. This pin's gonna have a similar thing going on. Select that one. There we go. Looks much centered. This one looks off a little bit. I feel like I'm seeing something tweak there that it's not supposed to. No, we're all good. We'll rebuild the wheels at our ridge body to the main. Yeah. Yeah, we'll get there on all that stuff. Let me, so go ahead and open loader. This piece can be hidden for now. Yeah, see, we start to find some flaws as soon as we start taking some pieces and parts away. So this top set of pins definitely needs to be separated. That can actually be separated from that. Let me drop the side green pieces real quick. Let's go ahead and call this loader attacher frame. We're going to call this yeah, figuring all these, the names out for all these is going to be quite difficult. Have to bear with me as I guess my way through it. Yep, this can go ahead and be its own group. Let me go ahead and hide the grow guard stuff and the attacher pieces. This is going to be, let's go ahead and call these the loader main cylinder rams the other part of this is actually these. Those can actually get joined. Yep, that's fine as that is. These cylinders are already made to be extended. As far as I can tell, I don't see any issue with that. Some rotation tweaks we can make there. Okay. Let's go ahead and separate this one. We called this. Now this needs to be loader main cylinder rams. And then we have loader main cylinder rods rams. Let's move out this way. Next up, you're gonna have this guy, which is joined with this one, and that one. Selection. This is going to be loader secondary cylinder rams. This is going to be its own group. Selection. Exactly as that's supposed to be. Okay. Loader. Score secondary. Rods. All right. So then you have... Basically, we got to figure out what's happening here. So we have... I mean, this is all one solid piece, right? So I don't really think that needs to do much of anything. Extend that cylinder, which will push it out. These cylinders are just tilting the end. Yeah, that should be all good as one solid piece. Shouldn't be any issues there. And our cylinders, like we said, we already just ooh, I do see an issue. This and this need to be conjoined. Just go ahead and double check that these are joined. Yep. So then you're left with a couple of pins that need separated, basically. Leave that on its own. Leave that on its own. Yep, there we go. Okay, so you have, this will be loader main cylinder pin loader secondary cylinder pin. Separate the front end too. Need steering. Okay. Okay, give me just a minute here. I can do that. This one's gonna be loader. What do I call this? Loader tilt pin. And we have, this will be loader frame pin. Loader frame. Frame pin. Yep. Not a big deal, Keith. I can definitely do that. This will only take me a second. I think I'm pretty much there. Loader main frame. I don't think I need any of that. That should all be good. I have the hoses still if I need them, but I don't think I'm going to need them. I'm probably just going to leave those off to the side for now. We can come back for that later. We have to do skin meshes for those, I think. So, yeah, that's all cool. So we could come back later and UV this. I'm pretty happy with all this stuff. We'll probably have to double check our apply rotation scale, pull up our face orientation. Yeah, see a lot of faces facing the wrong way. So hit here, control, control. Or it's alt. Is it alt? No. It's under mesh anyway. No, it's not. It's or yeah, it is. Alt N. That's what I was looking for. Calculate outside. That fixes most of it. We'll just have to go in and fix the one, little weird individual ones here and there that are still screwed up. Not a big deal. We can come back to that later. Let me go ahead and do this axle for you, Keith. Tractor. Go ahead and hide the wheels. Get these out of my way. Where's my other wheel? Where are you guys coming from? Out there. Got it. Okay. And then... Okay, so... How are we doing the steering on this? I need to... basically hide everything else real quick. So I can break this down and get a good look at what I'm seeing here. Okay, so let's just start piece by piece. So this is a piece. We'll call this mounting frame. Selection. Control J. Go ahead and I'll select this guy. Probably go ahead and do all the hardware in one, maybe. Really see why not. I think all of these bolts at least could be under one group. Shit, that's what I didn't want. Now let's go ahead and do this one at a time. And then what I actually want is this, this, this. This. All of this shit, basically. 1025 for my axis component too. Okay. Give me just a second here. I'll pin that so I don't forget. Otherwise, there's a fat chance I will. Okay, so literally just to unselect everything I don't need. And go ahead and grab this. I think that covers all the hardware. So we got this guy in a group. Got these in a group. Got this in a group. Trying to think of how this steering linkage actually works. So you need, what you actually need to do is go ahead and grab this guy. Believe it or not. And no, not do that. So just go ahead and I'll select that. Go ahead and I'll select this guy. Hit P, selection. And then go ahead and hide everything that's not that. Hit tab. What's up, Redneck? How you doing, man? Trying to think of what the best way to do this would be. It probably would be to go ahead and turn on snapping. Tired. Feel you, man. I feel you. Just put the center point like somewhere roughly in the middle. Like that would be the easiest way to do this. I mean, I could go through and like completely snap face to face, but like I don't know that there's a point doing all that. It should be fine as long as it's all one component. So now if we go ahead and bring in the rest of it, right, you can see how that's going to work. So it's going to, it'll be basically, it'll slide left and right, to make it steer. So then you need this piece, this piece, this piece. Now it's got to be this piece, and this piece is going to be one. Because those are going to basically move with this guy. Those are technically like that. These will move together. Try to see this out. So move out left, move out right. It's all the same. Okay. And then gotta have this linkage. L, L, L. P selection. And L, L, L. Okay, so this. All right. Now you got this. That's a piece right there. So you could kind of get an idea of how this is going to work, right? So if you're looking at this guy, what's going to happen here is as you start to steer, you'll pull it like that. All right. Yep. I'm with it. Selection. All right. And then you basically just have the main component in the middle. That doesn't really do anything. So you got, go ahead and bring everything back in. This and this could actually be joined again. Doesn't really matter. These guys and this guy being joined is fine. So we have, we'll call this F suspension underscore main. And then we're going to call this F make it all one word. Front suspension main. Actually, this is going to be secondary. Front suspension secondary. Front suspension main. And then you have front suspension What do we call that? Wheels front right. Pivot rotations too. I actually don't know how to do pivot rotations if I'm being honest with you. Front suspension right. Right hub. Front suspension left hub. And then we got, this is going to be front suspension, what would you call this? Tie rod or fuck, I don't know what to call this thing. Front suspension, steering rod. We'll call this front suspension right ball joint front suspension left ball joint. Does this matter at all? No. All right, there we go. We got it split into a pretty small group, actually. So, I mean, what are we missing now? I don't think we're missing anything. I think we're good. I mean, there's nothing for the wheel to rotate on, I guess. There's no, like, actual wheel hub or anything, but I don't know that that really matters. You're never going to see it. So, yeah, this will basically work as you'd think it would. Push that way. You're steering that way. Push that way when you're steering that way. Okay. Make sure everything is the same here. Getting hubs as you speak. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. The main component, which doesn't really need much here. Secondary is just the bolts, that way it's all easy, and then the steering rod's all one piece. The only other thing I could do, might go ahead and do, is separate these two pieces, just that way they're not doing anything weird with the UV. So steering rod, secondary. All right. Main 2 is the entire group. Main is this piece. Front suspension main. Main axle. Okay. XLE. There you go. Let me go ahead and UV everything. And I need to go ahead and apply rotation scale. Control A, rotation scale. Disorientation. Nothing is screwed up. Should be okay. All right. Smart UV project. Okay. Do it this way. Smart UV project. Okay. Smart UV project. Okay. Smart UV project. Okay. That's why I screwed up the spelling on something. I need to double check make sure I did all these. I was like, why is my categories looking weird? Just about there. All right, and then we can go into UV edit one piece at a time. So we got open this, hide options. So for the left ball joint, this is painted metal, no surprise, left tub. Painted metal. Painted metal. This is chrome. Right 2. Steering rod is chrome. Right 2. Painted metal. Okay. That should be all of that for you, Keith. Let me get this exported to you, and then I'm gonna call it a night like that, I think. So file, export, i3D. You want it called 1025 front axis underscore underscore 5 front axis component .i3D export i3D front axis component 2. All right, let me go throw it into GE real quick just to make sure that it's all working right for you. Import. And of course, nothing is right. It's all over there and it's all ginormous. That's why I figured I would do this for you. Fun stuff. Hate that this is happening with every single piece, but I don't know how to fix it, so And it's not even actually every piece, it's just some of them for some reason. Right side is basically as I'm zeroing them out, they're all coming literally right back to where I need them to be. So now when I go to put them into a group and actually shrink them down for real, so we go File or Create Transform Group. Throw all of this into there. Now we have all of this is one piece. Rotate it to be exactly dead nuts. And then we can actually scale it for real this time. Basically just try to overlap them. Look at that. It's pretty easy. Wasn't any sort of major drastic change or nothing. All right, so now we can call this again. We'll title it 1025 underscore front axis underscore component 2. And then we can hit let's go ahead and do this. We'll hit freeze transform. Okay. Okay. Just reset all of our transforms to be exactly dead nuts here. Everything where it needs to be. And then if we go ahead and hit this file, export selection with files. 1025 underscore front axis component underscore fs22. No, yes, there we go. Send to compressive folder. And there you are, Keith. All right, that's gonna do it for today, guys. I think that's everything I got for you. Let me quit out of the game. Yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it. Hopefully tomorrow we have some fixes done, some stuff to show you, some somewhere to go from here, basically. I mean, we're getting down to it as far as getting stuff in game, getting it there, getting it working. Just one piece at a time, you know. Getting everything working and doing what it's supposed to do. So, we will, I guess next up is the ROPS roof. We'll do that tomorrow or another day, whatever. Whenever we feel like it, basically. But the tractor itself is completely done. The rear 3-point we should be good on. I don't think there's much left to separate there. Yeah, basically the ROPS roof. The cab we decided we're going to do in a later update. So that's not a big deal. Both configurations of mower, a loader. And that's basically it as far as stuff that needs UV'd, I think. The backhoe's for a later update. Yeah, I mean, we're, as far as stuff to UV and all that stuff goes, we're there, guys. This is what we got left. You see it. It's not a whole lot. So, yeah. Good stuff. So we'll get back at it tomorrow. Tomorrow sound good? I think, yeah, we should be good tomorrow. All right, guys, that's going to do it. Keith, I really appreciate the help, buddy. I'll probably hop in a VC here if you're still hanging out. Yep, I see ya. All right, man. All right, everybody. 30 likes on the stream today. Really good. I appreciate it, guys. Take it easy. Have a wonderful evening. See you tomorrow.